Hello, hello. Welcome back. It is Dana. We are here doing Peaky Blinders Season 5, Episode 1. It is called Black Tuesday. Last episode was the season finale of Season 4, and it was spectacular. I mean, absolutely, completely amazing. We got the resolution of the Changretta storyline, the vendetta, taken care of. Arthur, who came back from the dead to shoot him in the fucking face, was a thing of beauty. And as I'm watching it, I'm like, I couldn't decide whether or not he was dead because of the way that he was being choked and the fact that the guy didn't really seem to choke him long enough. But then when Tommy came out and was like, Arthur's dead, I was like, I guess Arthur's dead. But he was not. And he came back and shot Luca in the head, which was beautiful. So that storyline mostly seems to be wrapped up. The other thing that happened is that Tommy essentially went over Changretta's head in the mafia to some other families to get some stuff taken care of in New York that I guess other families wanted to do, but they couldn't go against the Changrettas. So essentially, Tommy paid off his guys because they weren't really his guys. His family guys were all dead by this point. It was just like hired guys. So Tommy just like paid him more, I guess. So Michael goes to New York to sort of like he did all the negotiations as far as I can tell in New York. But Alfie, Tommy killed Alfie, which was a little disappointing. Not that Alfie didn't deserve it. Don't think that. But he was such a great character, Alfie, that it's sad. It's a little sad for me to see him go because he really made things interesting. And when he was part of a storyline, you never knew what was going to happen. And no matter what happened, it was believable with however he ended up playing it. So I'm a little sad that we lost his character. But Tommy totally needed to shoot him for his part in the Arthur almost dying scenario. The other thing that happened is Tommy got the contact information from Jesse Eden, brought them to the Crown, and by doing that, he got, I guess, to be put on the ballot. So he, as of the end of season 5, is now a actual member of Parliament because he won by like 1 million votes. That's not true, but probably like 40 some odd thousand votes. So that's going to be very interesting to see where we go in season 5 from that, because if Tommy was able to do all the stuff he was able to do without this kind of political power, I wonder what he can accomplish with it. So I think that's about as much preamble as we need. So let us just jump in and see what season 5 has for us. So this is Peaky Blinders season 5, episode 1, Black Tuesday. Let's do it. I don't know, like I'm anxious because I'm like, it cannot possibly be as good as last season, right? And like, I don't want to be disappointed, but the show has never disappointed me, so I probably shouldn't be concerned about it. Am I supposed to know where Licky Hills is? Alright. It's like, we've made it to phone booth time. I'm a little concerned about the fact that this phone is ringing in the middle of nowhere, and Tommy's the only one around. So it's obviously for him.
Arthur, we cannot give you the assurance you're asking for. We expect payment in full. We have never even heard of your people. The angels of retribution.
So I guess this is the new threat for this season? Was Arthur just drinking tea?
They say they haven't even heard of us. So tell Abraham and I don't have to introduce themselves. And Finn, you stay out of it.
That doesn't look like staying out of it. Well, I'm confused. Why did he leave all those coins there? Alright, so we've got a new group of people. Or maybe it's someone we already know with a new name. Arthur seemed to be drinking tea as opposed to like... Oh. Alright, so we're in Detroit. Okay, so we've definitely expanded into America. It does not look like Michael is handling this all that well.
No, that cannot be possible.
Oh, 1929. I see. Yeah. Polly? This is Polly.
My beautiful pilot.
Now will you please fly me and my winnings back to England?
Alright, so there's debauchery going on everywhere, essentially.
10 spoonfuls of sugar for me, please.
That is way too much sugar.
Look, Ruby. Daddy's back from his call. Everything's going to be all right now.
Alright, so... I have so many questions. What has he got? Alright, so... yeah.
Arthur, where's Tommy?
I thought he was supposed to stay out of it.
Just get to him and tell him that we've lost a lot. Stay here, you stay put. You'll leave from Tommy. The Wall Street Stock Exchange crashed like a steam train. We were most definitely on board.
Oh my god, Polly looks great. Although I feel like I say that every season. So I guess he put a lot of money into stocks. I mean, he had a lot of cash on hand, though, last time I checked.
Jesus Christ!
Bring the car up.
Change of plan. We're not going to London anymore. We're going straight to Birmingham.
There are other passengers.
Not anymore.
That scared me. Like, I don't even know what we're looking for at this point, and I'm anxious about it. So, are...
I'm going to England. I'm coming with you. I love you. You love me. That's the truth.
Gina, wait, come on.
I want to meet your family.
Why is he running out? Because He can't pay the bill? Oh, shit! Like, I don't really know what's happening. I mean, I know what's happening, but... Except that I don't. Let's... You weren't supposed to get involved. Oh! This guy's a terrible shot. What the fuck? Who just breaks through a wall? I think he's dead. Maybe you should check to see if anybody else is in there, though.
Now you've heard of us.
That was gold, right?
Couch.
Okay.
Put something down for the blood. My sister will fucking kill me.
No.
Get me some booze.
Ah! I guess he's not as bad of a shot as I thought he was.
Peaky boy, give me your blade.
Ah.
Pinch from the heart.
Okay.
Mind you, it was a horse. Hold him, hold him.
Ah. You were not supposed to get involved.
It's just a little one.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Ada.
Get out, both of you.
Doesn't he have to stitch him up first?
What has Tommy told you?
Stay out of it.
Shelby's stay out of the sporting stuff.
What's to maintain his fucking reputation?
Oi! You listen to me. He's got power, we've got money, and our past is left behind us.
He's got power, but I don't know how much money you have anymore.
Finn, you fucking idiot.
Finn's hair is stupid.
You have got nothing to prove.
He looks like a Muppet with that hair.
Now, what are you doing off today? Get it done, Johnny. I like to hurt the man. Let's go.
What are they doing? Oh, it's a horse.
Where's John?
He's in the wagon. He won't come out. He heard Johnny talking Crocker. It's what you do when a horse gets sick. Doesn't understand.
Dad, why did you shoot him?
The vet couldn't do anything. Even Curly couldn't do anything. I put him to sleep. It's what you do.
No, it's what you do. Shoot horses, shoot people. Everybody says.
Well, you want to keep that kid from yapping if you're if you're in office.
Dangerous, my beautiful horse. Should have been a war horse. Got tired of the pasture.
I do kind of love how deeply
Peace and the quiet gave up on life.
Tommy cares about these
And
horses.
he's now free.
Like, he really likes them. He's got cars, he's still riding horses.
Crying.
No thank you. No thank you. I mean, I know he's not going to do it because he's alive right now, but no thanks.
And if I tell you, you won't believe it.
Oh, God.
So I'll show you.
I mean, how much of their money was in the stock market?
Tell Michael on Friday this was going to happen. Said he was advised by the broker that the prices would rebound. Everybody was told the same thing. He held on.
Oh, shit.
Michael held on.
So Michael was told to take the money out, and he didn't. Oh, that's going to be a problem.
Michael held on. Yeah,
No wonder he was so upset.
Michael carried on dancing and playing and fucking in the snow.
Oh, I'm afraid as to what Tommy's going to do to him.
What do I have to do to make people fucking listen to me?
I have absolutely no idea, because everything you say is always right.
Arthur, you call a full meeting for the board of directors tomorrow at noon. A full fucking meeting. What about today, eh? What's wrong with you?
Alright, but I also sort of feel like...
So, my boy, and sometimes death is a kindness.
Yeah, I also feel like if he doesn't get away right now, he might end up killing people. Like, he needs to go and, like, calm himself down enough so that he doesn't, like, do stuff he shouldn't do. But also, we learned at the end of season 4 that if he's not actively working on something towards something, he goes a little mental. And what is this that he keeps taking? I mean, is that just like a flask in 1929 and it's just whiskey?
Oh, no.
What am I, a genie? You summon me up with your little bottle of dope.
I guess it's not whiskey. I'm not sure what a bottle of dope is, though.
All this time.
I know. Our love still remains.
I feel so badly for him.
But you have to listen to the voices that you hear.
He cared about her so much.
So much to do.
All I want is for Tommy to be happy. See, originally I was like, he said, you know, tell my son that sometimes death is a kindness. I thought, you and the coke still? I thought maybe he was talking about killing Michael, but now I'm like, maybe he's thinking about killing
Tell
himself.
the chairman Arthur to start acting like one.
German am I? I'm the fucking doorman, Linda.
What is happening right
Only
now?
made me the chairman so that you could stay clean.
It's an opportunity.
So she's really in this lifestyle now. I mentioned it a couple times last season, but now she's
I know who I am.
really in.
I know who I am, and I'm alright with it. Finally. I need you to be alright with it. Would you want the German? Do you?
What you fancy?
It's being very creepy right now.
German. Or doorman.
You think we can fuck? And it'll be okay and I'll be quiet when I won't. And according to arrangement, if anything should happen, it'll be you who takes the blame, does the time, or swings for it.
That cannot be the first time she's said that.
I want you to take the opportunity that God and the New York Stock Exchange has presented to you.
And what would that be?
Starting soon.
I swear to God, every single season she just looks better.
Shouldn't we just wait for Thomas?
Oh yeah, where the hell is he?
Arthur's now the chairman of the board. Arthur has some documents that he'd like to hand out.
I don't like you.
I was just explaining to him one time that, well, we're fucked.
Yes and no. It is true that a large proportion of the company's funds were invested in American stocks and shares.
Invested or hidden?
Everything we channeled through the New York Stock Exchange is now offering a return of 10 cents to the dollar. Yeah. There is hope.
Why? What
How?
have you got on there?
As non-executive director of the company, I need permission from the chairman to present my strategy to the board.
Permission granted, Tom.
Oh good, get out. We don't want you here anyway. You suck. Don't worry about the dissension. We don't care about her. Man, what a great shot that is. Huh. They're like royalty and their own bar?
How far can we go, Mr. Shelby, with this beautiful train? All the way, brother. All the way. Revolution, man!
Oh.
Mr. Shelby. We will all be served a free pint of Stingo. Everyone who served in France gets a brandy chaser. Yeah?
Alright, so he's continuing to stay on the side of the people. Not really sure.
Can I begin this family meeting with a proposal? From now on, we'll find somewhere else to meet.
Your husband believes that being seen mixing with the common people is good politics.
I mean, he's
This is our
probably
campaign
right.
for social.
This. Dug out of our Finn's arm yesterday by Aberama Gold using your gin and a razor blade. Finn. He says they...
Finn wasn't supposed to go.
He obviously didn't listen.
Tommy, sweetheart. What's in Chinatown, Tommy? What the fuck is going on?
£50,000 in cash.
He said they were sent to Chinatown to kill somebody.
A particular opportunity presented to me in confidence. I dealt with it in confidence.
Did you tell Polly?
Well, we tell Polly everything around here.
This pimp was blackmailing a senior member of the House of Lords, a very wealthy man.
Now this pimp is lying in a ditch.
And we have his
Covered in flies.
50,000?
World's a bit...
No disagreement.
So now your business is improving the world.
I mean, why not do both? Why can't we improve the world and get paid for it?
Later.
The man we did the job for is a High Court judge. We received intelligence. This work was commissioned by a High Court judge, by Scotland Yard, and by the House of Lords.
It's a particular opportunity.
And it was the right thing to do.
Fucking right.
Listen,
Yes.
You need to understand
That you tell Polly, not me.
that the corridors of Westminster are very dimly lit. And for those who make the rules, there are no rules. We own the ropes. Who's gonna... When we go home, I'll explain. It is fortunate that we've maintained other sources of cash income. Because until the stock market recovers, cash is king. And cash we have.
Okay, so I was right. You did have plenty of
You're
cash.
gonna hang yourself.
Understand why they're all so mad at him right now.
Ada.
She's pregnant.
Ida's what?
These days. Polly, you need to reassure Ada that it's 1929, times have changed. We've a lot to do and no one gives a fuck who the father is.
Really? I already know who the father is. But we've had enough shocks for one day.
Alright, so Lizzie, I understand why Lizzie's mad. I don't think she has a right to be mad necessarily, but I know why she's mad. I don't really know why Ada's mad though.
Have a look at this.
What's that funny writing on there?
Chinese.
Yeah, why
Bad news.
does that mean?
Maybe.
Angels of retribution.
Yeah. Burn the letter they sent.
It's already done. Barney took her first bullet.
No one fucking listens to me.
And I just don't know why, because everything you say is right all the damn time.
Give it him. I'll keep it for him. Still have me first one.
I don't know that I'd want to keep a bullet I've been shot with.
Where are you going, brother?
Alright, so he's at work right now?
Mr. Thomas Shelby.
Think he was the speaker? Am I right?
That.
What he's really asking is that the working man carried a can. I would suggest that those who so recklessly lost their fortunes on a capitalist lottery learn to shine their own shoes. Carry their own can.
Who is this guy? Have I just forgotten who he is?
Mr. Shelby, just wanted to say how much I enjoyed your speech. You speak very eloquently. My name's Mosley. By the way, Oswald Mosley.
Yeah, I know who you are.
My constituency borders yours.
Bad news, Mr. We agreed 50,000 on completion of business.
Mm-hmm.
My wife and I have had a misfortune on the London Exchange. There's 20. You have to wait for the rest.
He's so nonchalant about it, like Tommy will just be like, yeah, okay.
Cavalry, eh? Huh. Spent a long time waiting for the cavalry, mate. The cavalry finally came, an officer on the back of a farm. Joked that he'd been night, playing a game of whist.
What is that?
I took out my Webley revolver and I shot him in the head. After my people completed their task in Chinatown, they collected all the photographs, letters and checks that were causing you concern. You will give me the full £50,000 in cash.
The fuck did a man like you get into a position of trust?
Don't like me. I've seen the photographs.
Oh no, don't waste the wine.
Sorry, I'm late, Ada. We're having a brief. Everything all right?
Yeah, fine. We lost money in New York, so I've been up late.
Rather been busy.
He's had
Everyone's
organised by two communist conveners not formally known to Special Branch. He's also had a telephone conversation with Jesse Eden, who is organising a committee to resist wage cuts across the city. But it's all in there, though. Names and everything.
I heard he had the labour benches roaring. Didn't know you drank stout, Ada. I thought it was gin.
Times are hard.
Exactly how much did you lose?
Don't worry about it. Tommy has a plan.
Doesn't he always?
Thinks that we can.
I'm told 2 more military contracts for vehicles and parts for the army and India are on their way to.
Is he the father? I mean, honestly, I don't really care. It's not that interesting to me that Ada's pregnant. I more care about what's happening with the business and the stock market and how
Mr. Shelby?
Tommy's
It's arrived
got
from New York. It's from Winston Churchill.
this.
He says he was in New York.
I was in New York, and he doesn't mention the crash.
No. Even though in the... She reckoned he lost £75,000 in 2 hours. Were you affected, Mr. Shelby?
Probably by a lot more than 75,000 pounds.
Sorry, Mr. Shelby, you have one more appointment. A journalist from the Times. He used to be with the Birmingham Mail. You said you wanted to meet him.
Very different, probably, interview than would have been a week ago.
Mr. Shelby?
Have a seat. Adam, you go on. I'll lock up.
You remember me?
Was he the guy from season 1? When they burned all the pictures?
Burning photographs of the king.
Yeah.
Traditionally, in this country, print journalists take no interest in the private lives of politicians. So readers are beginning to want to know more about the men who represent them.
Of course.
You could have said that more eloquently. How did you get here?
So when I saw that you had been elected as a socialist...
You reflected on the fact that working people can indeed change their lives for the better.
Was your conversion from bookmaker to socialist politician a gradual thing or a road to Damascus experience?
I gained a license in 1919 for on-track betting.
It was
Since
10 years
1923,
ago
I've
now?
made my
Yeah.
fortune in the manufacture, sale and export of motor cars.
And I have another question, Mr. Shelby. There was a Major Campbell.
He's dead. Don't worry
He was
about
found dead.
it. Yay.
A member of your family was charged.
What is your Tory newspaper more afraid of? Is it evolution or revolution? And what is it about work? What is it that so troubles you that you would try to undermine me? And after which all convictions were quashed.
So you bring this up because why? I mean, I know why, but...
I asked a colleague of mine
Well,
to carry
here
out
we
some
go.
research. Unmarried is underlined. Mr. Levitt enjoys walks in the park, sometimes alone, sometimes not alone, sometimes with other men,
Oh.
sometimes with
And we already know
men.
that this is not a... something that bothers Tommy
Old-fashioned.
because of Ada's...
I believe private life should remain.
tenant or boarder or whatever, but...
You gotta write this down. In your little fucking book.
Don't come at me for shit I didn't do.
Yes.
Plus, Campbell deserved to be dead.
No, there's no relevance to what we're drinking. Let's drink to the baby.
So that guy is the
Do you remember
father
when I was last pregnant?
that I don't really care that much about.
The baby's black. He's a bastard. And it's Birmingham.
Yeah, but you're in this family.
And you're gonna leave her with Aunt Polly every day to look after. Aunt Polly, who insisted that you called her Elizabeth.
How do you know it's her?
To be born in the year 1930, where everything will be changed for the better.
What will Tommy say?
Who cares? I mean, I still don't know why I said it like that.
Tommy is right, you know, Ada. We are flying above the rules now.
Oh, that's a dog. But it was like a lion that walked out of the house. Oh, we did take that stupid dog?
Where's Charles?
Charles is in the stable.
That makes me anxious about what he's gonna do to the horses. Like, what is he gonna, like, shoot all the horses? And then be like, I was just being nice to the horse? No, I don't think so.
Did Arthur explain?
He said it's God's will. But you're not God.
Oh, smoking that cigarette by all that hay is probably not a good idea.
Not yet.
Well, that's not ominous. What is that? Oh. Oh my God. Okay. This Tommy is a little different than our Tommy of previous seasons. It seems like things are finally sort of starting to get to him in a way that maybe they hadn't before. I don't know if it is the stock market crash that led into all of this, but he is definitely acting differently. It could be that. It could be the fact that he's in office now. It could be the fact that he's running in different circles. I'm not entirely sure. It could be the fact that Linda's a bitch. I don't really know, but he's definitely not the same Tommy that we've been seeing for 4 seasons. I feel like this episode left me with a lot of questions. So I'm afraid for what's going to happen with Michael if he ever gets back, and what happens between him and Tommy, because he was instructed to take all the stocks out by Tommy and he didn't. So that's definitely going to be a problem. Charles is definitely not Tommy's biggest fan right now, and neither is Lizzie, who apparently they got married at some point. I don't know when that happened, but I guess they did. But I'm sort of more interested in, like, what is happening with the communist sort of party, and how that is going to play into, like, what happens this season. Because if the stock market crashes in 1929, and I think, I'm not a historian or even really that into history, but I think World War II happened somewhere around 34, maybe? I could have completely made that up. You know what? I have no idea. Anyway, the point is, something's going to happen. And so Tommy's, like, talking so much now about how everything they're doing is, like, above board and, like, legal. And the family, is trying to stay out of all of the maybe more shady dealings. Partially because I think Tommy is an elected official now, and partially because, they have this chance to just not do that anymore. The rest of the family, they have the money they want, and they can sort of do, prior to the beginning of this stock market crash, but do whatever they want with whatever their money and stuff. So why risk it by getting their hands dirty and stuff? But, and I don't understand why. Tommy's right. Nobody's fucking listening to him, and they should, because he's always right about everything. But, so at the very end there, when he was talking to Charles, and Charles is like, Arthur told me it's God's will, but you're not God. And Tommy was like, not yet. And then we see the reporter get shot. I mean, Tommy must have ordered that. And that seems a little questionable. I mean, I understand that sometimes Tommy kills people because of various reasons, or has people killed for various reasons, but it seemed like this could have been something where they made some sort of like a mutual agreement, and it didn't really seem like that dude needed to be killed over it, which sort of is now leading me to think, what kind of Tommy are we dealing with now? And I'm curious, too, about how this socialism track that he's on right now is going to bode, because, I mean, See, in the beginning of this show, way back in season 1, Tommy was quote-unquote a bad guy, if you will, but he still, like, helped the people in the neighborhood. You know, he would give them money or help them out or do stuff for them. So it seems like he's always had a bit of, like, a socialism streak to him. But I don't know. This just seemed very sort of different than the other 4 seasons. It certainly wasn't bad. Please don't think I'm trying to say it's bad. I'm just saying it's very different, it feels like, than the other seasons. It feels like it has a little bit of a different tone, and also our quote-unquote, I guess, new antagonist is this rebel something or other, who I'm guessing the Peaky Blinders wanted them to do something, get something, have something, I don't know. And they came back to us, to them, and they were like, we don't even know who the fuck you are. So then they go and they're like, well, now you know, because we shot you. Like, I'm guessing that's, you know what, I have no idea. I really don't know where any of this is going. I really don't. But still good. Still excited to watch the next episode and the rest of the season and see how this turns out. I do also want to mention that Polly looks fucking great. That woman constantly looks like this badass, amazing chick. Like, I want to grow up to be Polly. I really do. So, and I just needed to get that in there. I'm sure there is more stuff that I could be saying, but I am, you know, a little unsure about where we're going right now. So I think I'm going to leave it there. And then after next episode, see how I feel. and see if I can connect some dots there. So that's going to be it for now. Hopefully you had a good time. I certainly did. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!